or Hungry Boy filled for a scrim for Bang Bang the other day, and we've talked a bit about the game, and we both agree on a lot of things, especially on Strike Wars and how important they are. And I think Hungry Boy is a Strike War winner. I also think Mr. Zert is a Strike War winner, which is why he's been really. I feel like he's been on the up and up for quite a bit. I haven't really known if Jay is a Strike War winner. Sometimes Jay is, and sometimes Jay isn't. I feel like Jay has been a Strike War winner today. So we'll have to see if Jay continues to win Strike Wars against the best of the best, and that's Hungry Boy on the midfield. Atlas, to be clear, midfield Atlas. That's why that was like the peak thing. I don't really like the Rasmus goalie, but we got Siege Machine Atlas midfield on Taiko Temple. So
yeah, we do, and that's awesome. And Mr. Zert is dead. What happened to that guy?
It would have been a KO, but Mr. Zert had the secondary online, which prevented the knockback from going too far. So really a lot of cooldowns actually wasted at the end of the day. And that's going to result in Jay grabbing both barriers. So that's a pretty quick turnaround. Mr. Zert somehow doesn't get like knocked back by the thing at all, but yeah, interesting comps. We see the Julie here. I don't know how I feel about it. I feel like you don't see it too much on this map. And usually when you do, it doesn't do too well. But they're able to get the barrier that time. Hungry Boy has the flip, but they're covering everything. Great secondary, though. It's going to bounce off the demon angle and put that one in. And you can't let Hungry Boy on his signature pick, the Atlas. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they were thinking. What they banned? They banned Now? Like, who's Now? Are they banned Mangoes is Now or something? Like, I mean, come on. Come on, guys.
This guy's a Krispy Kreme worker. Holy! I do think the P.A.S.S comp is really weird because it's Julie Atlas forward.
It's like 3 brawlers.
Yeah, it's 15 brawlers, and none of them, like Rasmus, the goalie, is the fast one. And I guess Julie has base 460 move speed now, but in general, hey, really well played by Mr. Zert there in the 1v3. Sorry, a little sidetrack for that guy to win his Strike War there.
I'm still questioning this Rasmus pick. I'm hoping I can see it like try to counter this Asher pick maybe a little bit, but so far I just seen 2 points in a row. Honestly, 3 points in a row where it hasn't done much, and then just a complete run over by the Ember Monarchs at that point. Just yeah,
the Ember Monarchs looking pretty good out here, but I think I think the P.A.S.S team just went crazy tragic. Hit him with the old razzle dazzle, but it's stack start and they picked a bunch of slow characters, which I think is pretty cool because if they have stacks up, they're not slow characters anymore.
Unfortunately, Hungry Boy didn't go stacks, which I think might become a problem. Even though the Siege Machine is pretty epic, it's just now you're slower than all of them forever. And you're Atlas.
Forever and ever.
So you're already slow, but
Max Stack's tragic. Going a little crazy here. You're forcing out the flip from Wisp.
Good clear from Mangos, though. That's the thing. Rasmus is quite good on the open net, and the barriers are pretty easy to take on this map. So that's the one upside of Rasmus goalie on this map that I can see. You can also get it behind the Asher, but because Asher like needs the core, they can't like hold the core and confront like Rasmus can as well. So it's like kind of something going on, but. But Mango's just going to miss a strike. It's just going to barely get past. And that's going to be the first set. And it's really tough because I can't really imagine a way for the Atlas to outscale here. You might need like missile prop or something, but I think Hungry Boy doesn't even like missile prop Siege Machine. We'll have to see how he feels about that. But there's the 1-2 punch being kind of denied, really. I think there's Adrenaline Rush there, but there's also the build difference. It's kind of a hard decision. Unstoppable being hovered. It'll be interesting to see if we see that taken or the hot shot. And so we see the rapid fire taken. Something I honestly heavily disagree with. I think you just surely just take the hot shot. But I guess because you're letting your Rasmus get it. My bad. I thought it was Atlas goalie. That's my bad, everyone. I thought it was Atlas goalie.
Hey, rookie mistake.
Makes a lot of sense.
Happens to the best of us.
Yeah, I forgot somehow, but that does make sense. So I don't really think this draft was all that great for P.A.S.S. I think the hot shot will be quite nice. Adrenaline Rush gives him a win con. but it's going to be quite scary. But there's the first adrenaline rush proc, so maybe it'll be huge.
And I think it's time to rush. I was gonna say the BD looking a little scary for P.A.S.S because Mr. Zert's just been, going crazy. Oh my God, killing that guy, murdering that guy, taking the life of that guy. But all that said, Tragic bossing up in the corner, keeping it out, not letting things go through. And Hungry Boy is back. The power play has been successfully stalled. Tragic has no energy, and Hungry Boy has no secondary. But the rapid fire got that primary. Got to deal with the Mako cage real quick. But Mr. Zert is looking a little dead, and Tragic is sharking right there, looking for it. That didn't kill somehow, and that did. Great revive from Hungry Boy though. That's the midfield Atlas prowess at play, and that's another adrenaline rush proc. Flip being burned, kind of had to.
Angle.
Yeah, and now oh my God, Tragic is chefing it up on the temple.
They need a way to get this
in.
in.
Glitch pop.
They don't really have a great way of just pushing it in from the midfield line is the problem versus like a strike shot, or they don't even have a strike shot. So I guess they can maybe just shoot it in, but it's going to be a glitch pop, maybe the 1-2 proc, but instead went just like really fast. It kind of was weird. It didn't even make the sound. Just kind of just zoomed in there. But great shot by Jay to hit that one in. It's weird. It's just a weird round. So like just a real weird game because Tragic's like getting a lot done, but like they don't have great ways to convert off of it. They don't really have any like great passing plays that they can even like their characters really allow them to create from their power plays, which is usually what you want because you don't have cooldowns is to find a way to pass. But Mr. Zert is probably going to get KO'd here. Tragic sharking. It's going to be Mangoes who grabs instead, which does mean Tragic doesn't get the cooldowns back, doesn't get the speed, but probably won't matter because, yeah, there we go. There's the barrier. With technically own barrier stat, but it's a really hard angle to get. But now how do they convert? How do they convert? We have yet to see a great way through, and that really felt like it should have been it, but now it's dash punch down. Tragic needs to use his flip somehow to get it in, but kind of just hits it at the goalie with flip again. So, unlucky.
Okay, real tough. And, yeah, just, like, great opportunities, great attempts, but really hard to get it through. That is an unstoppable Maka right there. Gotta be tough. And...
Oh! Whoa!
But
Whoa!
sometimes all you need is a little miracle, a little bit of mind control.
Yeah, I mean Jay is just that good at scoring. What can you say? But
yeah, absolutely. Sometimes you just gotta let him know.
Yeah, there's a KO.
Oh!
Yeah, Mr. Zert has played a bit of midfield, but back on the brawler now. Finding these KOs, looking like he never left, but Mangoes finds a hook KO, but isn't able to strike due to being in the hook animation. So it's gonna be a KO, but which does reset the stacks. But
yeah, reset
that's
stacks. Vanquish that guy's flip, which he didn't use on the goal, I imagine, to save it. But unfortunately, not this time. This time, and now that's slow Asher getting sat on by. Also slow Julie because Tragic also died. So
yeah. Honestly, I'm really
all around.
I feel like Hungry Boy's really feeling the not having stacks this game. I mean, you picked Atlas and then didn't pick it just does it feels so wrong. Jay is so much faster in the midfield. It's able to just walk around Hungry Boy. Great barrier from Wisp as well. Mr. Zert is staggered, but it's not going to matter. It has all the cooldowns. It's going to dash primary that one in, and Ember's Flame!
You can do it.
I keep calling them the Ember's Monarch. I keep calling them the Ember Monarchs. It's the Ember's Flames, but are just they're looking quite good right now. I'm not gonna say it's a comp diff because they're also playing extremely well, but the stacks are helping quite a bit, and Asher are looking quite good here as well. There's nope. Wow.
High key. I was thinking Mr. Zert should pick up Spark Resilience. That guy's been staggered the entire game. Going for the perfect form, which it's really hard because like you don't want Julie or Atlas to pick it up. So
yeah,
maybe that was the right call.
It's also so good on Asher. You're just gonna
and obviously
you're gonna
it's really
ult
good.
and get 25 cooldowns because they fixed it. I think they fixed Asher ult. Oh my, Tragic with the Shaolin kick plus ult. Goes a little bit too far, ends up dashing past with the where the ult even reaches. But yeah, Mr. Zert has kind of god build, even though he has been getting staggered quite a lot. Just has the size in perfect form. So you have size, cooldowns, and speed. All you need now is stagger or survivability, and then you have everything. But you don't really need that if you kill them first. So yeah, Zert gonna do that.
Well, the Siege Machine Atlas has something to say about it. And
here we go.
It's really just like, and back to your regularly scheduled programming. That guy's
there we
dead.
go. Yeah, able to hold off long
technique.
enough. Yeah, ancient monk technique learned in the Shaolin Temple. Able to find that KO, and now he's gonna get the healing too from Hungry Boy. Easily able to convert this as well.
Yeah, awesome ult. But now they do have to put the core in the net and not rely on the enemy team to do it. And it looks really hard to get through the Ember's flame backline. So hold on, I got nervous. Yeah. Oh, wow,
Yeah, I'm just like looking at this comp. I'm just looking at Atlas and Julie just try to like do anything here. Like, what do they do? Like, what is something they can do here? Like, they need to get a KO, I guess. Like, that's straight up.
Like kill people, I think.
That's all they have. They have nothing. They have nothing. I can't even. I'm trying to envision a way for them to score. It's like when Isagisi's bar, and there it is. And there it is. It's the Shaolin kick. It's the Shaolin kick that covers the pass from cross map. That wouldn't have gone in.
Isagi hit the Shaolin kick, and everyone cheered.
Yeah, I mean, if Wisp also just hit that off the wall, just would not have been possible to score. Did require a direct pass, but I mean, who could have expected the Shaolin kick? I guess. To be fair.
I mean, who could have seen it coming?
There goes. Zert just pressed primary and got a barrier.
Yeah. Shocking.
Good positioning
what happens
for
next.
sure. And there's the second one. Oh, didn't react to Mango already striking. Could have gotten the goal, but instead a small mistake's going to result in a chance. But we really need Tragic to get this KO because we really need Tragic to get the speed and cooldowns after. It's just flipping for fun. Straight up just really desperate for this KO. At least takes Mr. Zert out of the play, but Mr. Zert's healing up. If they really need to find a way to get this KO, I don't think they're going to be able to score without it. Great ult from Hungry Boy, but now it's just going to be a really hard offense unless they're able to get damage onto Mr. Zert again, which is going to be quite difficult to do.
Yeah, and just got to wait for the CDs. And waiting for Julie CDs is like the worst the worst feeling in the world. Because you're just like, what else are you doing? Trying to kill people, but you can't kill people. You're just like, you're there. Having a good day. Probably. Maybe not.
Maybe this will be the time. Maybe this time Mr. Zert will get KO'd.
But this time, for real.
Oh!
Bounces
off the drum, but like fake bounced off. Oh, but flies past Wisp. The hot shot's kind of helping out here. Mr. Zert's playing third goalie right now, which is kind of messing up to how this team wants to operate. In their offense and their pressure just have no pressure this game. Mr. Zert has been out of this entire point past getting those two barriers. But now it has the stacks to move so fast. They need to really find this KO just to get the stacks off, and they do, which is going to be quite important. It means Mr. Zert is not going to have nearly as much forward pressure. But now again, how does this team score? What is Tragic going to find? It has to find something crazy versus a double goalie in the net. But they kind of, a little bit of a sword angle was a little precarious, but going to work out. Tragic has the flip, but has to use it on defense, which means you're not going to be able to use that to score later. Crazy way to get that one out, but Jay has the flip, is going to get out once again. Tragic helping on defense has been known for the goalie as well. Hungry Boy also has a pretty good goalie. So 3 goalies able to get it out, but even then, like, what's your answer? How are you going to score? What are you going to do? Where's the Shaolin kick angle? Like, you need something crazy, but there's the kick, and there's just the glitch pop that's going to put it in eventually. It's just like, I can see so many different ways that the Ember Monarchs, or the Ember's Flame can score, but I just don't see any like possible ways that P.A.S.S can find a way out. I think they just locked themselves into a bad situation. They're doing even a really good job of getting this damage onto Mr. Zert, but it just doesn't matter if they aren't able to convert. And I'm waiting for the conversion.
I'm watching 15 car crashes consecutively. It's that video of the trucks that are too tall to go into that one bridge.
Oh yeah, the bridge.
I know that
bridge.
Their tops. Yeah, everyone knows that bridge, and it's a massacre because like both teams, like honestly, P.A.S.S is playing the defense really well, holding it down, and they just like can't. And they just have zero offense, and Ember's Flame is playing like it's also just playing well, but struggling to get through, and it's just like I like I don't know what's going on. I couldn't tell you what's happening.
It's a little
it's
rough.
also because nothing's
there we
happening.
go.
That guy's dead.
They got the
and
KO.
So,
And they got adrenaline rush off of it, but Tragic immediately uses both cooldowns to dash punch Wisp to try to get a desperate KO instead of trying to prepare a good offense and get it through naturally. But there we are.
Wait.
The punch comes up. The punch comes up in time, and then we flip it directly at the goalie again. And now it's up to Hungry Boy. Can Hungry Boy get this one in? Can we get a pass to Hungry Boy? Can I get a pass to Hungry? We're going to get a pass to Tragic, but it's still going to be one. Mangoes are yummy. He's going to give it to Tragic. Hungry Boy needs to kind of low-key should just run forward and become the offense, become the brawler for a bit because Tragic, like, someone needs to be forward because even if they are able to hold it down, like, they either need to get a KO or someone needs to be forward. Tragic once again! I'm sorry, am I a doubter? Should I not be a doubter? Will Tragic just eventually get a dash punch, dash through two people, and then strike the core in a way that Wisp can't reach because they went Baldrins? Like
111 years in the mountains. All of this training for this moment.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I guess that it is. There's a consistent way to just dash punch from across the map and then strike it and hit it in. Like I don't. Maybe their comp is good. They just found a crazy KO. Shaolin kick through the drum, but it's gonna mean they don't have any cooldowns again for these barriers, and it's gonna be a 0 barrier power play. They actually lost one, and Jay has. They're gonna actually own barrier instead, and this is I don't know. Man. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't. It's not in. It's not in. Oh, Jay misses his strike, but it almost bounced off the drum in a crazy way. Mango's a great clear to Tragic, though. I mean, if they win this point, they win the set. So, I mean, maybe they can scale or something, but gets mixed up by Mr. Zert, and that one's just gonna go in.
I'm gonna start crying, and it's like it's just there's I don't. This game is awesome.
Tragic just walking into the Mako
passed away. 111 years in the mountains to die on the field.
Yeah, it's doing the waterfall training, sitting under the waterfall, taking intense pressure from the Mako drums.
And this could be it.
That's it. It's in. It's in. I was gonna say those 2 points might have been a little fraudulent. I'm not gonna lie, but P.A.S.S. I mean, from P.A.S.S. that P.A.S.S. got that set, but to be clear, Jay and Zert did some pretty great things. Wisp, solid on the defense. When Zert was alive, at least, was doing some pretty great things. Like, your win con being KO them with Atlas, Julie forwards does not seem to be the best method of gaming. It might not be positive gaming, unfortunately.
And we might have to deem this negative gaming.
We might have to deem it negative gaming. We'll have to talk to the admins about it. But
we'll have to fact check that one.
We'll have to fact check it. We'll go through. We'll look through the rule book real quick. But
I need a deep breath after that one. That right to say the game of all time is not true. That was an affront to nature. My day is ruined, my crops are dead, and I don't know how I'm gonna keep on living. But we've got a game 2 coming up, and things could be different. We could see something completely different. And I don't know what map it's going to be. We'll let you know when we find out. I do know what map it's going to be.
We do
it's
know.
Be at lab.
We know.
We do know.
At lab.
All it takes
is Spark
some
start. We got another Spark start.
Guys who like Spark. I can't believe this is our 3rd Spark start we're casting.
Yeah, we also have Timeless, so you might see an Imi. You might see an Atlas.
Might see an Imi ban.
You might see a Rune. You might see a Rune. I don't think we'll see a Rune. I don't think no one here plays Rune. But
I think I've seen Tragic play Rune, but That's
Oh,
not
that's
gonna happen.
true.
And
Oh,
if it
well,
does,
they roll swap though, but they roll swap though.
but and then they roll swap, I'm leaving if that happens.
Yeah, yeah, that
I'm
might
not
not
doing
be
that.
what they want to do in their qualification match. They also
It would be
low
pretty
key
tough.
timeless is not even a top 5 awakening on rune. Low key though, low key though.
Yeah,
Uh,
we see the Juno ban come out. High key, down for the IME ban. I'm gonna say what the people have been thinking, also known as parroting what other people have said for a while. And I think we just hit him with a
yeah, I don't like
hit the
this Asher
squad.
ban to be honest. Well, I think like you don't ban Imi because then actually Jay's character pulls limited because Jay has like it's really I haven't seen
No,
anything other than Juno, Imi, Estelle, so they can
I'm saying
first pick
Pass should
Estelle and
ban
put you in a weird spot. They're definitely picking Imi
IME.
though. Yeah, there's no world where they're not picking Imi here. Oh, Pass? No, Pass
Oh,
are gonna pick it
true.
because Hungry
Okay.
Boy. It's Hungry Boy's one. Used to be Hungry Boy's one trick.
Yeah, I forgot. No,
So
you're right. Hey, and good work on the draft pass.
yep. So this is the classic. You're playing versus Jay. You ban Juno, pick Imi. Or you do it the other way around. You can ban Imi, pick Juno. But this is what pretty much everyone has been doing, which usually can force out an Estelle pick early. They probably will just leave it though. They might even just leave it because they know this Imi's going midfield. I don't think Mangoes plays Imi. I'm pretty sure Mangoes just sticks to melee goalies and like Rasmus, but uh, we will see. I don't. They might be like, but what if they pick it? But they're like, nah, they're not gonna pick it. Just give us the best comp in the game: Atlas, Estelle, Rasmus, and then they have
Yeah,
Imi in return with Timeless, which is pretty good. But honestly, the
it's
Atlas
pretty
Rasmus
good.
is a pretty scary trade for just Imi and denying your opponent's midfield. So, red side looking pretty good here.
Yeah, definitely agree. We are probably just going to see Atlas Estelle Rasmus, and that's so good. And on Spark of Focus Star also sounds really good. Here comes a Mako. Big Mako hitting the building. And I like Mako Aime. Um that's Mako now. I don't.
That's now goalie Mako Brawler
Oh,
Imi
Mako
midfield.
Brawler. Yeah, yeah, you're right. And you are correct. And
Yeah, that's
I was a
crazy.
little lost. I showed up
Hey,
the
me too.
5-year-old in
But
the toy section.
I just remembered that yeah,
Yeah,
Mangoes does have a now goalie.
yeah,
So
and you can play Mako Brawler. It's a an observation, perhaps, is that this past team has some interesting and unique drafts.
yeah, Mako is seen as a counterpick to melee goalies. I do think that Atlas is the best melee goalie into Mako. However, I think your secondary can counter the ult, and that's pretty
Mm-hmm.
important. Mako can also counter the Atlas ult by like blocking it by standing on it, but it's kind of tough. So we'll see if the Mako forward can show it bear its fangs. But at the end of the day, you're playing against Atlas, Estelle, Rasmus as Mako, which is like one of the more annoying forward duos to deal with as Mako, mainly Estelle being the biggest issue. Like
Yeah.
Rasmus can also just use primary or hook to get you out of your secondary, which is pretty annoying, especially the primary is just really easy for him to just expend to stop your secondary. Where and Estelle can just primary you if you're holding secondary when you're in the corner, which is usually where you want to be as Mako on defense. So just a lot of it's looking a little rough, but I do believe in the like potential that each member of P.A.S.S has on the character they've selected. They've all picked characters that they're comfortable with. They've gone full comfort here, while their opponents are, I would say, a little bit off their comfort at least. So
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't say they're uncomfortable by any means. I'm pretty sure Wisp is very comfortable into Atlas especially, but the other two are on their like second or third, probably like quote unquote best pick. Not to say it's their best thing they could have picked. Like it's not better than other pick. I don't know. I'm not going to explain what I meant by that. You can figure
I
it
know what you
out
mean by
on your
that.
own. Some of you will understand, and some of you will very reasonably not understand what I meant by that. But yeah, I mean, here we go. It's Estelle Rasmus. They're going to take both your barriers. You're playing now goalie, and it's in. I'm sorry.
Yeah. You are everything you just said is correct. And that's gonna be
Yeah.
a quick point. I believe in P.A.S.'s comp to scale, but we are also on the Spark. Sorry, well, actually, only Tragic has Sparks. Things are looking a little rough for P.A.S. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. Oh.
Their goalie's dead just dead.
Yeah.
Dead and gone. And
this is looking, yeah, dead and gone. Justin Timberlake.
Shout out.
Shout out.
A good glitch pop is gonna be getting that second barrier, and with Mangoes Are Yummy back, there's hope.
There is a lot of hope. And yo, I mean, the ult will save your life and your energy, but that was kind of funny animation. But it won't save the goal. So I mean, Hungry Boy went kind of Mambo mode that point and got barrier and goal both with glitch pop. So and that's what I meant by like, even though their comp is just definitely way worse, like Hungry Boy is a beast on the Imi. Like look at that, gets the barrier, and Tragic is probably a beast on the Mako. Like I don't really know.
They did first pick Imi, and it's showing because it's working out really well. Hungry Boy is doing some good home style Imi things. Tragic executed that guy publicly. It was like brutal, honestly. Hungry Boy almost got that barrier too, or almost at least won that interaction with glitch pop.
Oh, good.
That was pretty scary. Yeah, but now Mr. Zert is back, and they've got a turret. They've got a lot. I think P.A.S. has a lot of resources, opportunity to win. Ooh. Almost did it right there. Good catch by Wisp, but they've got to work a lot harder for it, I think.
The annoying part about Jay is Jay always has a cooldown. There's always something just up when they have the offense going, which is why Jay is just works so well with this Estelle. It's just been a really big pickup for Jay, covering. Like it wasn't like low-key was always like kind of there, but Juno and Imi used to just be the two. But Mangus takes one step too far forward and doesn't think that he has to flip, so Core's going to go in. But these last 2 points look much better than the first point. It now has been looking a lot better. It's being played very similar to how like Rasmus is played, which is kind of how the goalie works. Is that you just run up to them and use your secondary to prevent the core from getting to them, where like Rasmus uses like primary, but great glitch pop to grab that barrier. And now putting them in the corner, it's going to be a scary spot. Hungry Boy does need to grab like a flip or something, but we'll see what happens. The damage from Mako and Imi has been like super like not over, like a little overwhelming, you know, like it's been good. It's been good. I don't want to say it's just whelmed, but Tragic is able to get a great dribble there and then hit that one in versus the double goalie. And it feels like this is what I mean. Like last game, it felt like they just didn't have options, especially on Taiko where the core moves so fast. They can't just contain and get a 2v1 play going. But now that they have an Imi, and now that they have really just the Imi, the Mako is very similar to like any other shove brawler, but the Imi means that they can make plays together as a team more often. Hungry Boy has more agency on the offense, and they can find plays like that. So this comp looking a lot better for them than last game, despite being a little weird.
Definitely. I do agree. I think the damage coming out from Imi and Mako is really substantial. You know, is getting things done. I think Tragic has just started like hanging out forward a lot more, and I think in the earlier points this game was, you know, using abilities in midfield, and I think that's not bad, but hey, you show up and you save all your cooldowns for getting them barriers. That's pretty good, and that's what we've been seeing these past few points. That being said, Ember's Flame got the open net, looking good. We see P.A.S. trying to get this last barrier here. Tragic has a flip, could do it, but they've just got to do it.
Secondary not coming out in time, but there's the flip. It's gonna be really hard to cover, but need to trust Hungry Boy a little bit more there to cover that top bit, and just see that little angle, but didn't expect that the triangle wasn't going to cover the that part of the goal. And unfortunately, and I was going to say, overall though, Mangoes played really well that point. I think his teammates let him down on a few strike wars they needed to get the clear out, but they weren't able to get. But in the end, makes one small mistake, and that's all it takes for a goalie to lose the point. But we have the perfect form coming out. We see unstoppable on the Mako to counter the
Hmm.
the Atlas, so that'll be kind of nice. Unfortunately, for the side of P.A.S S, this team player I think is going to be very nice on Wisp, and it's
Yeah.
they also got a Catalyst and Big Fish. They all got maybe the best possible awakenings
That might have been the best
their characters
draft
could have
for,
gotten. So
yeah, for Ember's playing here, which is
yeah,
not
that's yeah.
pass pals is not what you want to hear right now, but I think the unstoppable on Tragic is looking pretty good, and perfect form on Hungry Boy will enable the current win condition, which is kill Mr. Zert. It's like take that guy out, and then obviously you still have like an Estelle, who is that character is just enough to get things done.
Whoa!
Oh, a little bit of a Sad Boys episode right there, but just things are again looking rough for P.A.S S. But all that being said, somehow, like in unbelievable fashion, every single time, every time I think, like, P.A.S S is cooked. This is over. And how are they gonna do this? Ember's Flames just like they've got this.
They have some crazy
something-
sort of combination
Yeah.
of offense or abilities to get through. Like Tragic, like it feels like, oh, the ult didn't work out. That's not very good for Mako, and then just hit some crazy like strike war. Like Hungry Boy does something to help out like that. The cyber swipe's gonna come in hot, just like they just look like a whole new beast on the IME. Just the signature character. It's for a reason. Like it's just so much presence over the map. You can help on offense so much better. I mean, Estelle can do pretty much a lot of the similar things, but especially like alone, you can see Hungry Boy just able to punish so much. Just like all these passes are no longer easy to do. Last game, they were able to freely pass between goalie pretty much, but no longer is that the case. Tragic's able to break through and grab the bear. Hungry Boy's going to grab on the other half of the field, grab a different KO. Now Tragic's going to try to strike war it in, but isn't going to quite get it. We just need one good strike war here, but Mr. Zert reaches way far back to grab that one, and now in a scary spot, Jay uses all 3 cooldowns, isn't able to get it through though. Mangoes with a well-timed flip to prevent that from going off, but now he's going to win the strike war versus the hook. Tragic did have an opportunity to score before, but struck first a little bit too early. We'll see if he's able to get through this time, but Jay has the cooldowns to help on defense. Hungry Boy goes for something a little fancy, but isn't able to get it in time. Tragic will have flip soon, so if they can stall for that flip, get Tragic in a good spot to hit this flip, either on the goal line or a bit farther back, they could turn that into a goal. It looks like it's going to be their win condition for now. Hungry Boy also, I was going to say, has this turret coming up soon, so good play there. But great flip from Wisp into a whiffed cyber swipe into a non-KO. Is going to turn his game around. Ember's Flame looking a lot better here. Mr. Zert is going to be KO'd quite soon unless something happens, and something happened. So it's going to be a possible goal. Megos covers the goal, but Jay's going to cover it harder and get that blink in. No dash awakening needed, just covered so much space with the great positioning, and that's going to be a goal that really probably should have went past his way, going to Ember's Flame.
Yeah, really well played. I just the offense that Zert and Jay are able to put up is just like spectacular every time. Looking really good, and hey, they're like ahead this game, and they're up a game, and all like all.
These
all
are
of
all
that.
true. These are all true facts.
I've got all the observations on deck. I fact checked and everything. You can check the overlay.
All right, I mean, I thought they said there'd be no fact checking. All right, I'm sorry. All right, I remember Hungry Boy gonna pass this one. The Tragic.
Hungry Boy.
Yeah, Hungry Boy. Oh man,
We'll pivot real
that
quick.
guy's awesome. But yeah, IME turret is not gonna get through. Wisp with a great strike war versus the IME turret on the line. Probably gonna have to flip here. Might have not had to because of Zert's actually ult. Actually, which is kind of interesting. Zert kind of saved it, but flip going off either way, the set up offense, so not too bad. Hungry Boy, though, the core's moving a lot faster, which means it's harder to hit, but Wisp is in jail! Just, like, didn't want to risk walking up and then getting clipped like Tony and of walking into the Mako thing and getting KO'd, so...
I love that clip.
Just had to let it in.
Like, the expanse was actually, like, really, really good. Oh, Hungry Boy has survived a nuclear warhead. But yeah, I don't know. The cage had insane value. Locked that guy up for his foul crimes of having flip, I suppose, and it really just led to that goal and passes up the set. Potential to win this set. Not if Mr. Zerd has something to say about it though. Going a little crazy in the 1v3 here.
Oh, can they get the center explosion? They can't, and it's in.
And it's in, and that's tying up this set 2-2. It wasn't last set 0.5. I think another 0.5, if not just like still. These teams are going back and forth, and again, it's Ember's Flame has such a Parish midfielder. They have such a consistent win condition, and
no, I mean, I'm not
some
biased.
and some explosive plays.
Oh, no. Wait, double? One time? Oh.
For the one time, though.
Hold it down! Hold it down, Hungry Boy!
Oh
Tragic, the third goalie! The third goalie! There's the secondary! Mango's is back online, but the secondary is from Zert. It's not going to be enough. Tragic needs to get in, and somehow I don't even know how that hit that! But Mango's gets stunned, and it goes through, and P.A.S.S really needed that set, and this game is looking a little dark for this team, as the sparks will surely arrive. And there's the spark of strength. You might not even take it, though, to be honest. Did it even take sparks? He doesn't even need to take it. He can take fight or flight because Hungry Boy didn't take spark either, so it's like he's in an awkward spot. He's just going to take the missile prop to deny Atlas, which I guess is fair, but a little bit of a weird one, I will say. I don't know how I feel about this draft. I don't even know if Estelle probably could have just went aerials, to be honest, and then Atlas is just left with something good with either hot shot or spark. But I mean, all good, all good.
Yeah, I just like I'm in awe of this game because that again just Ember's Flame is so much more consistent, and they've just been like regularly just like playing well and doing things. P.A.S.S has been like every once in a while they just like explode and something crazy happens, and it's also been happening consistently enough that they're still in it. Like the game's not over. It might be set 3, and like
Tony! Tony, no! Don't go with those guys' AirPods in. He can't hear us.
You can't hear Tony. The ensnare drum is it's gonna ensnare you. You've got to watch out. Tragic is dead.
Yeah, Tragic also, I like low-key cast that and had a shot in the open net, but all good. It was a tough shot. So now it's up to Hungry Boy once again to score, and what a crazy setup. Just puts the ult down in the perfect spot to be like difficult for Wisp to walk into it without getting stunned, while also catching the core. So just a beautiful play from Hungry Boy. Our Bang Bang sub, Hungry Boy, by the way. Ex-NASL player, ex-NASL substitute.
That's true.
That was low-key also the starter for Core Overflow in Season 2.
Season 2. Yep.
Shout out.
Old heads remember. This guy's been around for a while. And hey, we're seeing Ember's Flame, some new blood showing up, getting some good stuff happening, and this game is like a different breed. I was gonna say a form of torture, but I'm still having a good time. I just like don't know what's going on. Anything can happen. Anything can happen at any time.
Yeah, it's something, and that just happened at a time.
At a time. What? Yeah, saying anything can happen at any time. Yes, correct. Duh.
No, I mean no, it's not. It's not dumb. It's not dumb. I know what you're. We know what you're saying.
Yeah,
Everyone.
This game is. This game is just like attacking me in ways that I didn't know are possible.
Whoa, that was
things that I've never seen.
There was a crazy offense. Like that should have been the most insane offense ever, but the Atlas Expanse like barely blocked it. Like Hungry Boy had a crazy dash to like catch the flip, but It didn't work out. Now Hungry Boy has flip. Is looking for to make a cool play, but Jay wins a great strike war. Gonna turn that one around. But the damage is piling up, and Mako damage is pretty real. Low-key tragic. Probably should have just went like siphoning this game. And just, they start killing
Low-key though.
Lowest of Kizzulers, but we'll have to see if this goes in. Not quite. Glitch Pop doesn't catch it, but crazy angle. Also not going to send it in. But the strike shot will miss. So despite everything, this point going crazy, like honestly pretty well. Just one random strike is going to dispel the end of P.A.S.S.
One random strike will be putting it in. A little bit of a second tap coming in from Jay, making sure it's in there, and like we're on series point.
We're on series point. Ember's Flame are on the cusp
could be it.
Of the greatest, bracket. Maybe, perhaps, the greatest, liftoff run of all time.
Yeah, the triple upset gambit could be coming into full effect. Or it could be P.A.S.S time to show up. Anything is possible. And I do mean it. Mr. Zerd is once again feeling the pain.
Yeah, right.
It's the
has
story
the
of
crutches.
this series. Yeah.
But sometimes it doesn't matter. Mr. Zert has flip now. It's just going to flip it to Jay. Jay has all the cooldowns up, as always, but still isn't able to quite get it through. Mr. Zert is now staggered. And the goal is open. Like, surely this could not go any better for P.A.S.S from here. Surely.
They just have to get it in.
They just have to hit the core in.
Oh,
they bang.
Spectacularly played.
Tragic able to grab that one. Now has to use abilities to score though, but really Hungry Boy can help out a lot with the IME, so we'll see how that works. Triangle is going to help out. Hungry Boy just going to hit that in, forced to flip out. Mangoes are yummy. It's going to pass it to Hungry Boy. Hungry Boy to Tragic. Tragic to Hungry Boy. Tragic to the goal. Not going to be able to find something. Teleport back, Mangoes! Did not teleport back! Lost the barrier for fun again. He's a flip. Pass it down. That's fine. Tragic's got a shot on the goal. Let's see it. Hungry Boy, strike it. Dash flip. Strikes it in. Jay almost recovers, but P.A.S.S are still in it. And there's a chance. So you're saying there's a chance.
It's not over till it's over. This might be the greatest comeback in Liftoff history.
This could be the greatest comeback. We could have gone from the greatest upset to the greatest comeback. Oh, that really could have been a barrier, but just one of two things needed to go right. Mango's able to get that save at the last second. Is doing a good job of keeping it in the corner and winning the interactions, but eventually if Jay can win a strike war plus primary, it just gets so scary. But hasn't happened yet at this point. So right now Mango's in a tough spot. Hits it, where Zert's covering, it's a hard angle to hit. Kind of a 50-50 to be honest. But Hungry Boy needs to get through and grab this barrier, but just can't. Tragic's trying to like deal damage right now, but on the open net, there's just Hungry Boy can't assist in the damage like he was able to before due to the amount of forward pressure that's coming up. Now Zert's going to go for a shot, but Mango's is going to block with the strike shot. Jay has the flip. Tragic tries to go for damage and accidentally hits it back to Jay, who just flips it in, and that's going to be Ember's Flame making their way on the landing. What a run from this team. Yeah.
3 upsets in a row, the back-to-back-to-back, finishing it off with an Abomination series. It's just like a constant, at each point was a clip.
Fun fact about Ember's Flames is they didn't lose a set in Launchpad 1. I don't know if you heard about this. I don't know if many people heard about this. That they didn't lose a set, and they didn't lose a set in this series.
This is news to me. And that's
played quite great.
I think true. Yeah, really, really well done by Ember's Flame. If anyone had their doubts about this team, pack them up, put them away, shove them out. They did it.
Yeah, that game was like super like. What's the I can't remember. I forgot the word. It looked close, even though it was closer than it looked. That's what I'm trying to say. I mean, that's so hard. I mean, I'm an idiot, but it's 6 goals. It was every set went to 0.5, even though it was a 3-0. It was as close as a 3-0 can be. I still believe in P.A.S.S to make it in through losers. They'll either be playing one of Now's Baru of Strikers, Flying Blobos, or the Rose Petals. They have quite a bit of time to wait and relax and gather like what they learned from those games. Maybe don't pick Atlas Julie and then not go stacks on Taiko Temple. But honestly, I there were a lot of signs of life. I think there's definitely a world where P.A.S.S wins that game too. So they've got some things going for them. But so good luck to them. But yeah, Ember's Flame and Modern Magic both making that through winners.
Yeah. And those are two teams straight to landing potential NASL teams, which is huge. Stay tuned for that tomorrow. But until then, I believe we're cutting to a short break. I don't know what'll be next. I could not. Actually, I probably could tell you. I could not tell you. Sorry, I lied through my teeth. But Liftoff isn't over. We've still got 2 more teams that have to qualify. We've still got plenty of games left. So I think that'll be it from Fudgy and I. Anything else you've got?
Nope.
Cool. Then we'll be back in a little bit for some more games. Bye-bye.
Bye.